You buying that, Kel?
Well, okay. Now, does that not make you appreciate the stoicism of Jokic? Say you rip the guy, you write a whole column saying, "Oh my God," you know what? Isn't that preferable? Look. Do I think the words were sincere? I do. They were partners in crime. They did some good things. It was acrimonious at the end. But the emotions of it, the tears, I'm like, oh, God, that looked uncomfortable to watch.
Last week, the guy was liking tweets calling Skip a piece of crap.
I agree.
Just last week.
Okay, but there are a lot of marriages that end with people fighting each other, hitting each other, throwing each other's clothes on fire. Like, what is that movie? The one with Angela Bassett. Right?
Waiting to exhale. Waiting to
exhale. She exhaled all right. But anyway, at the end, when they have to split up the kids and they're moving out, who gets the dog, you still have feelings. I mean, it's still a relationship of some sort. So I kind of get it.
Shamika disagrees with you, which I'm glad. After that mess y'all created yesterday on New Orleans, I'm glad Shamika's on the right side of this argument. You disagree?
Yeah, I didn't cry the day I got divorced. And I certainly didn't cry like moving out with it. Like that part was over. And so I don't buy any of this whole, it's like the world's smallest violin should have been playing. I didn't buy any of that. Especially after he was liking those tweets. No way.
Yeah, just last week, he's liking tweets calling Skip a piece of doo-doo. Steve,
Shannon,
and now you want to Skip. I just want to thank you. Thank you.
He didn't want to commit. Skip, he did not want to commit the sin of ingratitude. Now, again, do I think he went over the top when he went dig for a meal? Yes, but you could still have animus. You could have certain feelings, yet still at the same time be grateful for the things a relationship gave to you. Look, it was time for them to part, and they have now parted ways. You could still look, if any relationship that you have, Jason, whether it's personal or business, is 95% fruitful, okay, and it advances you in a certain way, professionally or personally, yes, that 5% may be very painful. You may not like it, but why overlook the other 95%? Seriously.
Steve, who quits a job on a Tuesday? It's Tuesday. If any of that were legitimate, you work through the week, it ends on Friday. It's not like, game's over, championship, I'm out of here. The very next day, it's over. As soon as the NBA championship is over, you don't work through Friday. If any of that is legitimate.
Again, sometimes parting is such sorrow, or something like that. Maybe they just don't have anything to talk about now. I mean, maybe the Fox management said, okay, as soon as the NBA Finals is over, you guys are done. We don't really know the parameters of that agreement. We don't know who pulled the plug, who went Dr. Kevorkian there. I mean, look, it is. We have been talking.
It certainly wasn't the guy liking tweets calling the other guy a piece of doo-doo. Right. He didn't do it.
Okay.
He should have. Were you on the OJ jury? Were you
no. Well, look.
There's blood everywhere. OJ's hands cut. There's blood in the Bronco, and Steve's like,
okay, all right. So with that said, let me go Johnny Kimkren here. Obviously, they did not fit. So now they must quit. Come on. We've been doing shows for 5-6 months about how they don't get along. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of animosity. It's very tense. Okay, so now they decided to shake hands and at least leave on somewhat good terms. Now, do I think the emotion was a little bit something over the top? Yeah, I do. But there's nothing wrong with just saying, you know what, let's remember the good times.
How about even Skip pretending like they set the television ratings world on fire?
Yeah, well, that's
they
not true.
Everybody said this wouldn't work and this blah, blah, blah. Well, no, they didn't. I mean, and boy, did we prove them wrong. Blah, blah. Come on, the whole thing was phony. They should have just talked about the game and at the end of the show said, hey, brother, man, good luck to you. Good luck to you. But putting on all this extra deal about, I love you. You don't love a person who puts you in the crosshairs of every idiot, LeBron James, Ja Morant, DeMar Hamlin. You remember the DeMar Hamlin thing? How Shannon basically pointed a finger from Black Twitter saying, hey, set this man on fire. Yeah. And if you catch him out in the street, give him a beat down for me. Oh, look what he did to DeMar Hamlin. This man put Skip in danger. And now, I love you, Shannon.
Well,
I got more respect for Biggie and Pac. Put out diss tracks.
Oh God. Put out. Oh no. Right. Okay, Jason. It didn't end with diss tracks, by the way. It ended up with them dying. But anyway, how do you know that Skip? How do you know that Skip didn't say, "All right, you know what?" Then, Skip is a certain way. He has his idiosyncratic ways. You know that. He's very temperamental. How do we know that it wasn't Skip that said, okay, as soon as the NBA Finals is over, I'm going to turn the page and let's move on to my next partner? We don't know that. We do not know that, Jason.
That would have been fine, but it's the theatrics that they did for this show. Like, I was waiting for them to say, only death can keep me from it. It was just too much.
Kim, something's going on with you. That New Orleans conversation yesterday, now this conversation today. Oh, I thought I knew you, and now I'm starting to. I don't really know you. There's something. Is there some kind of MK Ultra thing going on with you?
Are you out of your mind? No, other than the fact that I might as well drop the news now. Yeah, I am going to be. I'm going to be trying out to be Skip's new partner. I got to get out of here. Outside of that, nothing. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking? You don't know me.
You would actually be good on that show. Yeah. I could make that recommendation. You'd be good on that show. Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.